Welcome back to the T-Bird podcast. This is the T-Bird, the real T-Bird Hex on Twitter, as you can see down below, coming at you on the 9th of April, 2025. And this is a 22 Universal Day. 22 is one of the three master numbers and the second highest master number under 33. So the 22 master number energy is in the air. So when you've got that kind of energy ruling this particular day, I'm going to jump on a stream and put some stuff out there. So I want to kick off this stream with a specific tweet that I've put out today, which seems to definitely be resonating very strongly by a good amount of people on my account. So let's have a look at that now. And I'll read through it, and then I'll sort of do a bit of an analysis of what I've expressed here, and just walk through it. So it's the tweet that I posted at exactly 11 a.m., which actually wasn't intentional, but it actually turned out to be quite beautiful in terms of its timing. If anyone has an understanding around numerology, utilizing the 11 energy, you'll have an understanding of what that means. So the tweet goes, it seems like it's truly possible that my nightmare scenario for crypto from a few years ago, for which I've been personally preparing and have warned about people for years, may have actually materialized. The crypto market in aggregate has been systematically groomed to hate and destroy DeFi to such an extent and from so many vantage points by the corrupt crypto industrial complex in collusion with the previous US administration that despite Trump implementing all measures possible to try to reverse the damage, it mostly makes no difference with regard to providing adequate incentive for the market, particularly the retail market, to price in a positive future. I saw the Hex Pulse Chain ecosystem when I first got in as the final and only lifeboat. And this was back in the previous cycle, 2020-21, when there was already a serious amount of infiltration and co-opting that was going on in the crypto space by the crypto industrial complex and so forth. And also there's always been a pervasive attacks and pervasive sort of infiltration and manipulation with regards to the crypto market. But we're since 2022, with everything that happened with Sam Bankman-Fried and the FTX collapse, it's sort of moved towards a different level. So let's continue. So I saw the Hex Pulse Chain ecosystem as the final and only lifeboat left that has the potential for saving crypto from itself. But just like how you cannot stop most self-destructive humans from consciously or unconsciously putting themselves on the path of irreversible self-destruction, the same applies for an industry that is full of people who willfully embrace the path of self-destruction, no matter how irrational the self-destruction may seem to be. I genuinely hope that crypto can be saved, because for most humans, it's the only vehicle left that has the ability to provide financial sovereignty and liberation from a system that is designed to send as many people into the meat grinder as possible. No matter how bad it gets, I will never leave, because I want to be part of the only real cypherpunk movement that is attempting to give power back to the people, real power, both in the financial context, as well as the self-custody context as well. Because it's not enough just to have a vehicle that provides a means by which you can become financially free. But you need to be monetarily sovereign as well, which is what blockchain technology provides. And just to cap it off, there has been an all-out assault and war waged on the future of crypto and DeFi for years. And in times of war, Soldiers don't have the luxury to walk away from the battlefield. You fight until you can no longer breathe oxygen. So to summarize, the point that I've basically wanted to express through this tweet is there's no way that I'm going to be removing myself away from the crypto space just because of a multitude of factors, whether you're talking about the factor of the macroeconomic market taking a huge hit, which invariably has a ripple effect, butterfly effect on crypto as a whole as well as a market. But even just in the context of the state of DeFi, because we've seen an enormous exodus out of Ethereum, and Pulse Chain is in a lot of ways the extension of Ethereum, seeing Pulse Chain and Ethereum being how would you put it? Being segregated or being fragmented in a way where the market is sort of generally perceiving DeFi as something that was okay. It had a formidable cycle when it first really burst onto the scene in the last cycle in 2020 and 2021. But as a result of everything that we've seen materialize in 2024 with Solana doing its thing, centralized exchanges maintaining a ferocious hegemony over the crypto space, which has been a step-by-step process over an extended period of time as well. It's becoming abundantly clear that it's not just about the general gatekeeping of DeFi and crypto itself from the retail market, and even other demographics in the marketplace as well. But it really is about blocking people's objective and ability to see DeFi for what it really is. So let's just have a quick detour. Just want to see if there's anyone coming into the chat. I know I didn't give any of my followers a heads up on this stream. This is off the cuff, spontaneous. Just wanted to get a bit of content out there and be part of that. So basically serve as a vibrational support for everyone in the Hex and Pulse Chain ecosystem and crypto overall as well, that are still witnessing historical precedent taking place in real time with regard to where the crypto market is at in the context of the 4-year cycle, but also in the context of where crypto is at relative to how the macroeconomic reactions are taking place as well. Because macroeconomically speaking, what we're seeing happening in real time with Trump, the policies that Trump's are enacting, especially in the context of the tariffs, that's having obviously a direct impact on the not just the crypto markets, but the broader markets as a whole, the S&P 500. A lot of macroeconomic indexes are getting hit pretty badly. But I generally see this, though, primarily as short-term pain for high potential for long-term gains. And what that basically means is there are cyclical forces, reflexive in nature, that even though we're seeing expectations in the context of the 4-year cycle, Bitcoin wise or crypto wise, been getting hammered, and generally largely attributed to what's going on in the macro. There's still many reasons to maintain positive outlook, a really positive outlook on how things are going to unfold for the rest of 2025, because I'll get into a bit more, but I'm just going to do another quick detour, just to bring you guys what's going on with the prices. So we've got the main Richard Hart Pulse Chain hex tickers. You've got Hex on Pulse Chain currently trading at 0046. Pulse Chain is currently trading at 402, the native PLS, the native Pulse Chain ticker. You've got PulseX, which is the native DEX ticker, trading at 4017. You've got Hex on Ethereum, currently trading at 0012, and the incentive token, INC, trading at just over $1. So yeah, the prices are pretty savaged at the moment. But there's, like I've wanted to reinforce heavily that there's no reason at all to fall into the trap of doom porn level bearishness, because there's still a huge amount of 2025 to play out. And with what's going on in the year in general, with regards to the macroeconomic conditions becoming a lot more uncertain, and fear and doubt is seriously ramping up. It can be very easy to fall into certain psychological traps that will get a lot of people in who are not too experienced in markets to make decisions that are based in emotion and not based in logic. So I'm personally maintaining a lot of composure and general equanimity when it comes to how things are shaping up at the moment. Of course, things might need to be re-examined, like as the year progresses. Let's say we get to quarter, 2 or 3 months from now, or even like really far out, like 4 or 5, 6 months from now. Even though in general time, time terms, like in terms of the amount of time that gets played out in the crypto market, 5, 6 months can seem like not that much of a long period of time, but in the crypto world, 6 months is like, or at least feels like, 60 years in normal time. So so some level of re-examining might need to take place, like I said, in 3 to 6 months from now, depending on where the crypto as a whole is at and where the macroeconomic conditions are at. But for now, I don't mind what I'm seeing, and it's the energy level. I'm really feeling like crazy energy going on at the moment. More specifically today, because it is a 22 universal day, 22 energy being the primary prevailing energy. 22 is the number of the master builder and master destroyer. And 22 out of the 3 master numbers of 11, 22, and 33, 22 is the most materialistic of the 3 and most money-oriented master number of the 3 master numbers. So there's going to be the kind of energy that's going to be prevailing in this day is a lot of building and a lot of destroying in the context of the material world. See Hex Thailand. I recognize you from Twitter. Great to see you. Thanks for popping through. Yo, Tibo, caught you live. Love the streams. Keep up the good work. Waiting to buy lower. We are going to make it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the kind words. And I will be, as I said in previous streams, I'm just going to keep at it. Keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Going to be getting, steadily aggressive for the entire duration of this year and even into next year, even though the general expectation of next year isn't going to be good for crypto overall, purely just in the context of the 4-year cycle, let alone other factors. I'm still going to be going hard next year as well, mainly because of my own energy and how things tie in with my numerology and my astrology. In the context of numerology and astrology, let's while we await, I'm still going to keep the stream going for a little bit longer. Don't want to cut it too short, but let's just quickly go into the numerology of today. So, like I said, it's a 22 universal day, but it's also a 9 day because it's April 9th. And so 9 is 9 energy entails intelligence. It's a certain type of intelligence. 7, the number 7. 7 energy is also entailed by the 7, the energy of intelligence and knowledge. But 9's intelligence is more to do with, let's just say, it's more of an adaptive type of intelligence, because 9 is the energy of adaptability, whereas 7, the intelligence in the energy of the 7 is more associated with intellectualism, the intellect, psychology, things of that nature. So those are the 2 dominant energies of the day. And there's, like when it comes to master number energy, master number vibrations are operating on a much higher level than the standard numbers of 1 to 9. So there's always certain benefits and advantages of utilizing master number energy, whether it's even like whether it's 22 or 11 life path day, universal day, or whether it's the 22nd of a month or 11th of a month. If you have that master number energy there, there's going to be that extra element of influence in the energy output that can be expressed. So it's really cool to see. I've got almost 100 people in here. Anyone that's viewing and following, please, hate saying it, but please hit the like and hit the subscribe. All support is really, really appreciated. See my dude, Hexagon Lost in Asia. Great to see you, brother. Thanks for popping through. Thanks for the relief. Yeah, bro, I'm feeling it with everyone else. It's a really difficult time in crypto, especially if you came into crypto roughly around the time this is your, like if this is your first rodeo as a bear market, in a lot of ways, this actually is like this severely elongated bear cycle that I've just moved through and experienced is actually my first real bear market. Because when I jumped into crypto, it was in mid 2020, just before the first DeFi summer wave, in mid to late 2020. So when I came in, I was already being subjected to bullishness across the board. So from basically mid 2020 all the way up until the end of 2021 and even into early 2022, the overarching experience in crypto was mostly green candles and good times. But if you then if you came into crypto for the first time, sort of in mid 2022 onward, up until this point, especially since the time that the FTX collapse occurred and the Luna stablecoin debacle happened, sort of like in the middle to late 2022. Yeah, it's basically been constant assault in the context of price charts, red candles, pain across the board. So yeah, crypto, I mean, all across crypto's history, it's never been for the faint-hearted. But now that we're sort of at the top of the S-curve in a lot of ways for Bitcoin, and even you could argue it's getting top of the S-curve-ish for Ethereum, being relatively old now, being in its third cycle. And Ethereum has been like the top dog just under Bitcoin up until this cycle. It's fair to expect a sizable amount of bearishness, or more sizable bearishness relative to how the bear cycles played out in previous cycles. But of course, if you came in like 22, 23, and especially if you jumped into Pulse Chain, around the time of when it launched in May 2023, and everything and all the disgusting attacks that the Pulse Chain ecosystem in particular has had to endure for such a long period of time over the last couple of years. It can be very draining, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, you name it. So all I can suggest to the people out there that have gone through this bear cycle and they're wondering what it's like to be in the crypto space when everything is positive, green candles are flooding in, retail adoption is going crazy. I still firmly in my heart and mind and soul set on that crypto-wide, there has to be some kind of season, whether you want to call it alt season or, I mean, you can't really count the run in Solana in 2024 up until it topped out in January this year. That was sort of more like the DeFi summer of 2020. It was more like a prelude to what the major chunk of the bull cycle is in the reflexive context is supposed to sort of manifest itself. But it hasn't, at least not yet, hasn't materialized that way. So I think there's many, many reasons to remain bullish. I remain bullish. It's dark, the cliche, it's darkest before the dawn. And I've personally been through more than my fair share of challenges and hardships in my life to know that the key is to maintain an equanimous perspective, always analyzing things objectively, regardless of whatever emotional reactivity you might be harboring, because of however the extent of the psychological tests that are thrown at us, especially people in the hex and pulse chain ecosystem who have a much stronger incentive than other communities and other networks in crypto to really get behind the real stuff. The real stuff in crypto being true DeFi, true decentralized finance, hex with its immutable trustless yield. It's Hex's beautiful inflation model, which can never be tampered with. Code that is fully decentralized, permissionless. Pulse chain being the only layer one that I'm aware of at this point in time that was not only launched by a founder who has proven time and time again that he actually genuinely cares about the community, but he's in my opinion, the last true cypherpunk crypto founder in the space, period. So I can't, even if like my portfolio, my personal portfolio might extend out beyond the hex and pulse chain ecosystem, it's in my view, it's absolutely irresponsible as someone who has any kind of influence in crypto as a whole to not put majority emphasis on the Richard Heart ecosystem, the pulse chain ecosystem, hex, pulsex, and everything connected to that ecosystem, because it fully embodies and represents what crypto was supposed to be in the first place. And I'm personally not seeing any of that anywhere else in crypto. So we got just one more comment that's come through. Hex Monkey, OG in the Hexkin community. Always love seeing you up in here. Really appreciate you coming through, man. Love that you're enjoying it. I hope everyone that's watching is enjoying the streams. Doing my best to educate, inform with regards to crypto, especially in the context of hex and pulse chain and crypto macro, and as well as weave in some of that numerology and astrology and esoteric stuff with crypto, and trying to demonstrate how they can intersect with each other, and how to understand, and how there are ways of understanding what's going on in crypto through the lens of numerology and astrology. Because numerology and astrology are not, even though it seems like it's an isolated field of understanding, or an isolated field of perception, there's no way of disconnecting numerology and astrology from crypto, just like you can't when it comes to people, places, things. You can apply numerology and astrology to basically everything that you can think of, and understanding how the dots connect, and how to see how the vibrational energy of a person, a place, a thing, a crypto, whatever it happens to be, how things line up with each other, and how something can be energetically positive from a karmic standpoint, and how something can be energetically negative from a karmic standpoint as well. So anyway, I think I'll call it there. Always encouraging to seeing a good amount of people, nearly 120 people in here, which is awesome. definitely exceeds my expectations, especially as I've only just started my channel very recently. So thank you all for being here. Appreciate all the support. Let's see. Oh, we've got Dougie in here. Thanks for stopping through, man. My first bull, also been here since late 2021. Been rough, seen a lot, man. Yeah. If you've been around, for that long, I mean, anyone that's been in crypto for even more than just one full market cycle, as in one full bull bear cycle, you've basically seen it. You've experienced it all. And more especially if your first rodeo in crypto, in the context of experiencing a full market cycle, is specifically the previous bull cycle transitioning into the really elongated bear cycle compared to previous bear cycles of the now. You've really experienced it all. You've seen it all. You've experienced the extreme reflexivity on both ends. So yeah, and a lot of us, it's been through the whole 9 yards. But it's, no matter how hard it gets, it's not going to stop me from pushing the content out and really going hard on getting the message out and being part of the change that I want to see in this world, through the vehicles of crypto and numerology and astrology. Because to me, the two most powerful and intriguing fields to specialize in and to understand with strong coherence is crypto. But crypto isn't just about, because for me, like, I actually became fully financially literate and my financial IQ got raised exponentially as a result of literally spending every single day for countless amounts of hours diving deep into understanding how the financial world works through the medium of crypto. But what crypto also offers, far and above even just raising your financial IQ, but it also enables you to fully comprehend what it means to be monetarily sovereign outside of the central banking system, and what it really means to take self-custody in the financial energy or economic energy that you store. And then you got numerology and astrology, which is the study of vibrational energy as an actual science, which I think only just in the last couple of years, since the GG33 system has been literally at the forefront of properly educating and informing people to the extent where it's actually starting to get mainstream traction. It's only now just on the beginning stages of being respected, at least to the minimal degree that it's something to be paying attention to. So so that's the crypto. In summary, crypto and numerology and astrology are going to be my fundamental focus, and maybe weaving in a bit of philosophy as well, because I'm very philosophically driven by nature, always have been, and deeply drawn to both knowledge and wisdom, being a 33. So I'm just gonna keep at it. And Doug is just coming through, letting me know he is a 9 life path monkey. Yeah, cool, brother. So but yeah, like, Doug, if you want to hit me up in the DMs, you know where I'm at on Twitter. If you have anything you're curious about with regard to your own numerology and astrology, I'm more than happy to touch on it a bit with you. But yeah, okay, I'll wrap it up here. Thanks again for all the people that have come in to all the viewers out here, all the people that have come into in the comments. Showing your support means the world. Again, my YouTube channel is youtube.com/tbird369, and my Twitter, which is where you'll get your daily updates on, like, with regard to crypto and numerology every single day, is right there, x.com/therealtbirdhex. I will see you all on the next one. Peace.